Moto Escape Plan!
This is the video from our trip to the Trans-Eastern Trail. We started off in Lost River. This is our campsite. And here's an image from early in the morning on one of the scenic overlooks. This is just one of many. It's an incredible trip. Again, another scenic overlook. You'll notice some of these clips are fairly short, and they're really just showing some of the terrain rather than going on and on from the same roads. I mean, the paved stuff is beautiful. West Virginia, where we started off, is just most of the roads are incredible. There are also some kind of strange single lane paved roads that you'll probably see later on. This is in Dolly Sods, or heading up toward Dolly Sods, to some of the scenic overlooks. We kind of missed out this morning because the fog was so heavy. And if you look carefully in this next image, you will see right up at the top center a grader that blocked our way. It took the guy a while to find us, but he saw us and let us pass. And this is just a reverse shot of the camera to kind of test that out and see what it looked like to record Lauren riding a bit. But just incredible roads all the first day from Lost River heading to Durban. So this is the campsite in Durban. The proprietor, his name is Mark, an amazing guy, helped us out with firewood. It was really great. The next morning we headed out, and again, as you can see, just really nice gravel roads with beautiful views the whole way around. Pretty perfect. Here's one of the longer stretches, and have over an hour of Lauren riding this stretch. Really incredible, lots of twists and turns, and also lots of good sections where you could really get your speed up if you wanted to. Very consistent traction, and just really well maintained gravel roads overall. I'd say the roads on the first 2 days are no problem for large ADV bikes. This is actually one of the more populous towns that we came through, but it gives you an idea of just how rural some of the areas can be. And truly this was considered, or what I would consider, one of the more nicer towns, essentially. Pretty little church. There was clearly some commerce going on. There's definitely a number of towns that are in stark contrast to this one. Yeah, and then just again another beautiful scenic road. This thing is one of those one-lane paved roads, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. In West Virginia, they tend to, it's not like they only had enough money to pave half the road, so they paved right down the center.
To keep the river from being
really pretty covered bridge that we found, and we were just commenting on the masonry. You could see these beautiful stone blocks that had been carved, and then a really interesting huge stone block that you'll see here in just a moment that we think may have at one point been on its side, propping up the center of the bridge. That's me scratching my head. But just beautiful little things like this, and truly I wish I'd had more battery power for the camera so that I could have captured more, because I really feel like I missed a lot of the most beautiful things, and certainly missed some of the most challenging rides because I was more worried about surviving. This is when we hit our first blue trail. The camera really doesn't show the depth or the destruction here, but it looked like a grader or some logging had just happened. Logging for sure, some large pieces of equipment that I think you see here at the end of this video. I don't remember if I included them or not. Had just come through here. Lots of water, very soft. And at the time, this was the most challenging road we'd come to, and so we thought, we were a little nervous to take it on with the 650s. I mean, loaded down, those bikes were probably both pushing 500 pounds. And we were just a little nervous to go down that road, not really knowing how long it was or where it would end up, considering what we saw. All that to say, I think that everything ridden up to this point was totally passable by large ADV bikes. We were just a little concerned based on what we'd seen on this trail. Little did we know, this would turn out to be nothing. Looking back, we would find roads the next day that were infinitely harder. This is just a little preview of some of the terrain, some of the issues that we ran into. Certainly a lot more mud. I got stuck in one hole that Lauren had to pull me out of. Lots of creatures. That's the smallest of the wildlife that we ran into. And the final day. Hope you check the next one out.